Good evening, my friends, and today we're gonna talk about arcs de Triomphe. Everyone knows about Arc de Triomphe in Paris, and please pay attention that she is this arc in the center of many roads. It's not even cross, it's like a spider's net, like many other arcs. Let's call it arches like this. And why you think it's in the center of cross? Of why so many roads leads to this? Let's think about it. Everyone knows about Paris. I'm quite sure everyone knows that there are many such arcs in France, but also huge amount of them, hundreds all over the world. Let's take a look. But there are much more of them all over. It's in Chisinau, in Moldova, Moldavia, whatever. The same style, the same design. A lot of them in South America, a lot of them. It is in Chicago, now it's abolished. In Bucharest, Budapest, many of them. This is in New York, used to be. Look, is it coincidence that they're all of them in the center of many roads? All of them have the same design. All of them consist of mostly three parts, three doors. This is in St. Petersburg. 5 of them in St. Petersburg. 3 of them in Germany. About 4, at least 4 very old ones, but who knows. In Rome, in Italy. You just compare design, and you know what's else in common? It's also not very good. In USA somewhere. You can search in Google. Different names. Gates of India something. Victory Arch, Arch of Triumph, and so on. Official history is saying that they are made for troops coming back with victory. This is Libya, some of them in Syria. And look at the sailings. This is in Russia somewhere. At least 15 in Russia. Different style, but all have the same features. All of them have something in common. And let's take a look, what do they have in common. Look inside. In Kazakhstan they also have the same in Astana. This is not typical, but it's still gate to nowhere. This is what I mean. Free electricity, domes, antennas. They definitely had electricity inside. Now let's take a look at Milan. And then you will compare to Russian, for example. The same arch. Status, so-called Roman. That's what I can understand. But why the same status with the same godness are in South America, in Northern America, in Russia? Now, what do you see in common? This is somewhere in Syria. Now it's abolished by ISIS. This is in Novocherkassk, in Russia. Also was in the center, in the circle. Many roads were leading to it. The same. A little bit doctored, but the same. This one in New York, now abolished also. They keep on destroying. This is in Moscow. Looks absolutely the same. The same warriors, the same status. Just copied. The same hemisphere for lights in nighttime. The same spheres, horses, and so on. It's technology we cannot copy now. And please pay attention to the salience. That's what they have in common. So-called coffer. Look. I repeat, we have seen before. Salience. And let's call it roses. We cannot call it antenna because we don't have proofs, but they looks like phase array antenna, concentrate, focused on one place, 1 second point below. Is it coincidence? But we can see the same coffers, the same vaults, the same roses in many other places. This is in Spain, some monastery, and look where this goes. This half of cylinder in the wall. It was door to nowhere on one side. It's coffer, but roses already doctored, moved away. They put something inside. Some of them still there. Is it coincidence? I don't believe in coincidence. What do you think? Where is this salience? Absolutely the same. Where it can be? But it's USA! Just like in Parthenon in Greece. Athens, Parthenon, I forgot. It doesn't matter. Just a lot of buildings everywhere looks the same. But if it's demolished by explosion, they say it was 5,000 years old. And if it's not, they say it's 200 years old. Look. Same roses. The same coffers. I will send you links. Where is it? You can see it everywhere. Of course you know where is this place. In Rome. coffer, but roses doctored. And you see the cylinders, the doors to nowhere. I have some speculations about it, but let's not talk about it. We'll talk about it in the end of the video. You can just watch, observe, and you make your research. Is it coincidence? The same coffer, the same vaults, and same roses. Like this. It says roses. Okay. But why they're mostly covered by gold? It's look like antenna. To me, it's antenna. Directional. It's definitely some kind of device. Look at the design. It's not coincidence. Perfect shape. Everything. Nothing is coincidence. Nothing is for decoration. This is definitely cone for something. It's a device. It's fractal and phase array antenna. What do you think is it on this area? And it's everywhere. In old so-called Gothic cathedral, in Russian Orthodox, in everywhere. I don't believe it's decoration. Just because it was built like this, just because tradition. It's not really easy to build it, even today. How it was built, as they claim 800 years ago, by people who cannot read, with this perfect golden ratio, with these perfect proportions, and how they could calculate all this amazing masonry, which we cannot repeat today, how they could focus everything at one place. And it's not just focused on one point. There is something on the floor normally on this point. Look at this. Energy goes to one place and directs from this place to the floor. What for? I have no idea, guys. My brain is pulling too much information. This was in New York, the previous photo. And this building was demolished without any reason. It was perfect building. Free electricity building. It's in France. It's all over. In Islamic world, in mosques, and everything. Is it coincidence? You think it was lighted by candles? Look. It's like mandala. Really uneducated people, starving, fighting with each other, could do something like this? Without knowledges of beyond our imagination. Cannot imagine what we lost. Just look at this. How they did it? Why they put some gold and other metals on it? It's not coincidence, it's antenna. Energy is concentrated on one certain place, one salient, and directed down there. Maybe this picture for decoration, but all shapes has some purpose. Look. Oh my. This is definitely antennas on right, you see? How it was calculated? Even today we hardly can understand and calculate, design all these perfect shapes. And it definitely repeats the rotation and the energy flow and vibrations. It's original light. It was lighting, but with something else, not with modern electricity, not with AC, definitely. Look. It's not coincidence that the same stuff, the same antennas everywhere. Left on Paris, right in India. Guys, I took it from site about Indian temple. Look on the right. If it's not antenna, I don't know what is it. Tell me. I have no clue, really. First time in series of my video, I honestly tell you, I have no clue. I have only speculation. I have no proof. But what follows, those shapes can be applied to what and how? Is building in USA. I don't want to say anything. I just want to remain silent and not even breathe. Just watch this beauty. And it's not antenna, I don't know what is it. Because not only metallic antennas, but there is metallic thing. There are some metallic stuff, and it's all focused in one certain place. But it's not necessary to be focused on one place. Array antennas, phase array antennas, can be focused by using other mechanism, not physically directed in one place. So I have a guess what for all this. I think it's a kind of teleportation, because so-called triumph arcs for moving people, for moving army, coming back and so on. And it's teleportation is the only explanation. Maybe it's weird, maybe you think I am crazy, but it's the only thing I can use for explanation of these arcs and all these sailings and these antennas inside temples and so-called churches, because in many places we have doors to nowhere, exactly just to the wall, but it's definitely, it looks like door. And sometimes we have places like you will see in one of the next pictures, and arches of triumph for moving people and army on big amount of people in the center of all roads. And what we have on the floor of most of the temples, that's what we have in the middle of nowhere, doors leading to nowhere, houses, these cabins for teleportation only. That's the only idea I can apply for it. Guys, what is your opinion? I need your help. Please help me with your ideas. Thank you.